Dras War Memorial decorated to celebrate 21 years of victory in 1999 Kargil War on occasion of Kargil Vijay Divas. Prime Minister Modi in Mann Ki Baat praises artisans of Tripura, Manipur and Assam and assures help to flood-stricken Assam. NDRF and SDRF carry out relief and rescue operations in full swing in Assam. Flood situation sees lean improvement. Assam sees number of those discharged higher than new COVID-19 cases. National recovery rate reaches 63.91%. And Minister of State for Sports Kiren Rijiju announces Haryana to host 4th Khelo India Youth Games next year. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Ajanta Chaudhary, now with the details. On the occasion of Kargil Vijay Divas, the Dras War Memorial has been decorated for the celebrations of 21 years of victory in 1999 Kargil War. But however, this year the celebrations are scaled down in magnanimity due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Usually the celebrations run for 3 days starting from 24th July, which have been limited to a single day. Several events too relating to the Kargil Vijay Divas annually have already been cancelled, which includes the most popular Captain Saurabh Kalia Cup. This year only wreath-laying ceremony will take place at the Dras War Memorial, where General Officer Commanding of Fire and Fury Corps Lieutenant General Harinder Singh will lay wreath and pay homage to the martyrs. However, the brief celebration will have a unique element to it, as a very commanding officer who led the Operation Vijay will be attending the 21st anniversary celebrations as its chief guest. Prime Minister Narendra Modi shares his thoughts with the people in the country and abroad in Mann Ki Baat program today. Modi reiterated the fact that the country has stood unitedly in these trying times and India has succeeded in saving millions of lives. Addressing the nation on All India Radio today, Modi saluted the brave soldiers as well as their mothers on the occasion of Kargil Vijay Divas. Among a plethora of issues, Modi said the handloom and handicrafts of India encompasses a glorious history of hundreds of years. He urged everyone to use Indian handloom and handicrafts as much as possible and also communicate to more and more people about them. He said local artisans and weavers will benefit from conversations about the richness and diversity of Indian handloom and handicrafts. He praised artisans of Tripura, Manipur and Assam for crafting high-quality, eco-friendly water bottles and tiffin boxes from bamboo. However, the Prime Minister also said a large part of the country is grappling with floods. Many areas of states like Bihar and Assam are dealing with a series of difficulties due to floods. He said the whole nation and the government stand by those affected by this disaster. While the flood situation sees a lean improvement in the state, rescue and relief operations are employed in full swing. With 2,400 villages submerged under flood water, more than 27 lakh people are affected in 26 districts of Assam. Dhubri, Borpeta, Morigaon, Gwalpara are among the worst affected districts. NDRF and SDRF are carrying out relief and rescue works. Meanwhile, official sources said that social audit will be conducted to ensure transparency of relief measures once the situation improves. However, with more deaths being reported, the death toll has reached 102, while over 48,000 people are staying at relief camps. Relief materials have been distributed to them. According to a tweet released by State Health Minister late in the evening on July 25th, Himanta Biswa Sarma expressed that the day was a successful one as the number of those discharged is again higher than new cases. In the corona update from the region, according to data, in Assam total cases stand at 31,086, recovered 23,055 and death at 77. Arunachal Pradesh total cases 1,126, recovered 428 and death 3. Meghalaya total cases 646, recovered 94 and deaths 5. Manipur total cases 2,176, recovered 1,524 and death 0. Mizoram total cases 361, recovered 183 and death 0. Nagaland total cases 1,289, recovered 541 and death at 4. Sikkim total cases 499, recovered 142, death 0. And finally Tripura with total cases at 3,862, recovered 2,209 and death 11. In the national corona update, country records highest number of recoveries in a single day since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic in India. A record 36,145 people recovered in the last 24 hours, pushing the recovery rate to 63.91%. Meanwhile, the total number of cases stands at 13,89,221, out of which 4,67,882 account as active cases. Total cases of recovered is 8,87,296, while the total death toll rose to 32,128. Maharashtra leads with a total of 3,66,368, followed by Tamil Nadu with a total of 2,06,737. In the latest on corona from across the world, total number of cases stands at 1,62,20,900, while 99,23,643 recoveries have been recorded so far. Total death toll stands at over 6 lakh. United States leads with 43,15,709 total COVID-19 cases, followed by Brazil with 23,96,434 total cases. India has registered a record number of single-day COVID-19 tests on the second consecutive day. Health Ministry said in the last 24 hours, 4,42,031 samples were tested. For the first time, government labs set a new record of testing 3,62,153 samples. Private labs also scaled a new high of 79,878 samples tested in a single day. The union government has advised all states to keep up with the strategy of aggressive testing, tracking and treatment, which may initially lead to a high number of daily positive cases, but would eventually achieve a decline, as has been demonstrated after union government's efforts in Delhi. In view of the increase of COVID-19 cases in the state, especially in East Khasi Hills district, the Meghalaya government has declared several areas within Shillong city as containment zones. These areas include Mauba or Barapathar in Upper Moprem, Maulai Umshing, Umbajumpung, Maulai Umjayur, Maulai Nongdeng, Maulai Mautawar, Mauyang Rim, Golf Ling, Clear Shnong, Nongra Dongtie, Nongrim, Laimukra Nazareth Hospital, Nongrim Mao Block D, Lumshab Nongmengsong, Nongmengsong Lum Diet, Oakland Municipality Quarters, Great Moshton Village, Malki Chenapati, Malki Nongshiliang, Lower Lashumia, Rauf Ahmed Building Keating Road, Lower Lumauri and Lightcore Pilun, among others. It may be mentioned that Deputy Commissioner East Khasi Hills has decided to impose curfew within Shillong urban agglomeration from midnight of July 26 till midnight of July 29.
Lashmia, Light Mkra Nazareth, Batru, Kamaulai Umjayur, Kakolfling Kle Shnong.
In view of the situation arising out of COVID-19 pandemic, an additional allocation of 40,000 crore rupees has been made for the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme during this financial year. Union Minister for Rural Development and Panchayati Raj Narendra Singh Tomar has called upon the states to ensure that funds being routed to Gram Panchayats are effectively used for development works at the village level. Tomar said this while inaugurating a function through video conferencing on strengthening of the risk-based internal audit of rural development programs. He emphasized that the focus of the government is on ensuring high level of transparency in the implementation of rural development programs. Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju and Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar announced that Haryana will host the 4th Khelo India Youth Games through video conferencing. Khelo India Youth Games is scheduled to take place after Tokyo Olympics next year. Rijiju said usually the Khelo India Youth Games take place in January every year. However, this time owing to the pandemic, the program has been postponed. The minister stated that Khelo India Games envisioned by the Prime Minister has been instrumental in identifying grassroots level talent from across the country. The games will be held at Panchkula in Haryana. The minister has expressed confidence that by the time the games will be hosted, the pandemic will abate and it will be possible to host the games at the same scale with participation of all states and over 10,000 participants. On occasion of Kargil Divas today at War Memorial Digholi-Pukhuri, Guwahati, the Directorate of Sainik Welfare Board paid their tributes to the Veer Jawans. The Eastern Indian AF, through their band of patriotic music, offered their salute to them. Officer Zilla Sainik Welfare Board retired Group Captain K.C. Kalita and Group Captain Harinder Singh paid floral tributes and lighted candles. The Leo Club of Guwahati also assisted this prestigious program with Sainik Welfare Board. Keeping in mind the pandemic situation of Corona, this program comes as a great initiative by the Sainik Welfare Board as a tribute to the motherland.
On this auspicious day of 26th July, we are celebrating this Kargil Vijay Divas. This function is organized by Directorate of Sainik Welfare, Government of Assam. In this, we are going to have the band played by Indian Air Force Band. There will be a wreath-laying ceremony and candlelight. This is conducted to pay homage to the martyrs of Kargil War.
One of Meghalaya's significant festivals, known as Tuber Bedingklam of Raij Tuber, concluded on 25th at Ka Biar Aitnar in East Jaintia Hills district with the spirit of chasing the plague and evil away. Unlike the other years, this year the celebration was different. Here is a report.
The present situation of pandemics, which have affected not only here in our state, but around the globe. So the government has imposed so many norms that we have to follow strictly. We have sent only a few selected people from all the Khanrai of the.
The 26th of July 1999 saw the end of the 85 days long conflict between India and Pakistan at Kargil. The long stretch encounter witnessed several Indian soldiers being martyred. In the memory of these brave soldiers who made the supreme sacrifice, DD Assam has produced a special documentary. The 30-minute documentary in Assamese shall be telecast on DD Assam at 7:30 p.m. tonight. The documentary is a tribute to the brave martyrs on behalf of DD Assam. And finally, to end the news, the headlines once again. Dras War Memorial decorated to celebrate 21 years of victory in 1999 Kargil War on occasion of Kargil Vijay Divas. Prime Minister Modi in Mann Ki Baat praises artisans of Tripura, Manipur and Assam and assures help to flood-stricken Assam. NDRF and SDRF carry out relief and rescue operations in full swing in Assam. Flood situation sees lean improvement. Assam sees number of those discharged higher than new COVID-19 cases. National recovery rate reaches 63.91%. And Minister of State for Sports Kiren Rijiju announces Haryana to host 4th Khelo India Youth Games next year. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.